just find again maybe a cross-legged seat if that's comfortable. You may want to support the hips a little bit if you slide a pillow underneath your bottom or sit on a block or a blanket. You'll find that that is helpful in just allowing you to sit. So move some flesh around. It's always a good idea, especially in a cross-legged position, to take a hold of your thighs and then inward rotate the thighs. So inward rotate both thighs. And in essence, what we're trying to do is spread our sits bones just a little bit on this. Okay? And then again, you just take a moment just get yourself comfortable and relax your shoulders, of course. Relax your skin, and it's though you're trying to have your head, obviously above your shoulders above your heart, and your heart above your hips. So the spine is erect and strong. And I just ask you just to direct your awareness. Direct your awareness to my voice as though it were your own. Perhaps even letting your eyes cast downwards, or even preferably just lightly closing your eyes. And without changing anything, just simply direct your awareness to the movement and the flow of your breath as it slides effortlessly in and out of your body. Become aware of the breath, moving in and moving out of the body near the tip of the nose here. So just bring your awareness right to the tips of the nose and just feel the movement of the breath right out there on the tip of the nose. You'll feel the breath being pulled into the body, and then so effortlessly the body just simply expels and releases the breath so effortlessly. Notice now perhaps feeling your torso as you breathe. So noticing the chest, the belly, the side body of the rib cage. Just noticing as it moves inward and outward, upward and downward. Let's just take a moment and just bring your left hand and place it in the chest area, and take your right hand and place it down on the belly, just to simply feel prana, feeling the life energy that's dancing as it moves in and moves out of the body. So along with awareness of breath, usually brings a slight change to the breath, a slowing but expansion, and a lengthening but yet more fuller breath. And go ahead, you can just let your hands come back down onto your thighs. And as you do so, again, just continuing to nurture this awareness of the body breathing. An incredible practice for development is being able to simply begin again, no matter what the activity is that we're trying to do. And it's a wonderful practice in your breath to use a cycle of breath, an inhalation and exhalation. Use that as a cycle, and then the next time you breathe, it's like a new beginning. So each breath is its own little story. And we begin the story with the inhalation, and the story ends at the end of the exhalation. And just practice beginning again, just like you never noticed your breath. And each breath, it's like a new breath, something new there for you to just observe and to be with. So can we let each breath cycle stand alone, stand on its own in your awareness, and then just simply beginning again as you start with that next breath. In these troubling times, of course, it is our mind that conceives the worst case situations the absolute worst outcomes. The more the mind perpetually formulates the endless new streams of misery, anguish, heartbreak, lockdown, separation from each other, it's creating, of course, in our lives, anxiety, fear, stress, and God knows, even worse. So by taking control of our thoughts, by practicing to control our thoughts, we can bring in to somewhat some stillness, some quietness in our life each and every day. So every moment, just taking a few moments just to put your feet on the ground and take a few grounding breaths is going to temporarily cease the flow of thoughts. So in these last couple of moments, as we began our practice here, we've taken a holiday from by shifting our awareness. And meditation and our yoga, it grounds us into this awareness of the present moment. The only moment we are alive is this moment here. And in that stillness and awareness, our true self, our inner self, has a chance to show up and reveal itself. So let's start to slowly, we're going to start to actually move our bodies here. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm just going to have you just slowly just drop your chin down towards your chest. So just see if you can for a moment just discover a little bit of extra length in the back of the neck. And then imagining your nose, the point of your nose is the end of a pencil. We're going to start to draw some big circles. So moving in a counterclockwise direction. Slowly start to tip your head and just use your nose as the end of your pencil and just draw a big, long, slow circle. And just keep going around and around. And as you do so, again, connect again to your breath. And maybe inhaling as your head is reaching up. And then on the downside of that circle, the exhale happens. Now, the next time your chin comes down towards your chest, I just want you to pause and just change the direction. So moving perhaps now in a clockwise position. And just, again, moving very slowly and gently. And really, again, just connecting to your body here. Just connecting to this moment. Keeping that breath just cycling ever so gently and ever so effortlessly out of your body. And the next time your chin comes to the bottom, we'll just bring our head back up. We're going to just do some cat and cow here sitting. So as you take a breath in through your nose, bring your chest forward, roll your shoulders back. And then as you exhale, pull the belly back. Arch your back, bring the chin to the chest and round your spine. A few more breaths like this. So inhale, chest comes forward, belly comes forward, shoulders go back, lift your chin up high. And then exhale, bring your chin to your chest, pull the belly back towards the spine, and just simply round your back. A couple more like this, guys. Long and slow, full and complete. Just finish off this last breath. Sitting up nice and tall, just let your head come down so the left ear is moving down towards your left shoulder. Now take your right fingers and place them on the earth. And then take your left hand and just simply place it on the top of the head, so the right side of your face. Just place the hand there and just let the weight of the hand create a lovely stretch in the neck, bringing the left ear down towards the left shoulder. Use your inhale. We're going to release this and bring everything back up. Let's just take this into a twist. Bring your right hand behind your back. Take your left hand to the outside of that right knee or thigh. And with a long spine, twist from the belly over to the right. Twist from the chest and twist the shoulders. Gently release the twist. Let's come back to center. With your hands on your thighs, we're just going to, again, just let the right ear move down towards the right shoulder. And again, the left fingertips, bring them onto the floor by your left hip. Take your right hand now and reach it up and over. And just place that right hand on the left side of the face. Invite the stretch along the right side of the neck. Slowly release, and now let's take the twist. This time over to your left. Right hand crosses across your body to the outside of the knee or thigh, left hand behind. Your inhale is for lengthening, lift. Exhale, twist from the belly, chest, and then shoulders. Next breath, same in, lengthening. And then exhale and twist. Come on back to center. Take the arms now. Inhale, bring the arms up and over your head. Turn the palms to face away from each other and exhale, bring them back down. Inhale, bring your arms up. Turn the palms down. Exhale, bring them down. 3 more like this. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. All right, we're going to make our way onto our hands and knees into a tabletop position. So bring yourself around onto your hands and knees. Take a moment to step your knees back underneath your hips, having your knees about hip-width apart. Your wrists are underneath your shoulders, underneath your elbows, fingers spread wide. Take a breath in through the nose. As you exhale, cat pose, chin to chest, belly to spine, tail tucked under. As you inhale, let your belly fall towards the earth. Bring your chest forward, roll the shoulders back, lift the chin up nice and high. And exhale, bring the chin to the chest, pull the belly up to the spine, round the back. 3 more, guys. Inhale. And exhale. Feel free to get organic with this movement, maybe peeking over a shoulder, maybe sitting back in your hips, whatever, just moving. This is your practice. Take it at your own pace. Again, you're always free to change or modify anything I might suggest. All right. Finish this last breath off. I'm going to have you now extend your right leg towards the back of the mat. Bring your right toe onto the floor, right toe on the floor. Now push through that right heel to create some length and to create some strength. Start lifting up that right leg so that it is parallel to the floor, equal with your hips. Notice how you may have bailed out the body weight over onto that left side. See if you can keep your hips square. Inhale, lift up that right leg a little higher. Hold. Shaking's okay. It's all working fine. And let's bring that right knee back down to the ground. Now pivot on your left knee and bring it over to the left side of your mat. So take the left foot and take it out off of your mat. Extend the right leg long again. And now stacking right hip on top of left hip, lift the right leg up off the ground. Extend your right arm up and over your head. Flex through the toes, push through the heel. Option here, bend the right knee, reach the right hand back, and sugar cane, that is, grab a hold of that right foot. Lift your heart, open your heart, smile. One more breath. Carefully, slowly, Release everything down to the mat. Bring your left hand underneath your face. Thread the needle. Inhale, take your right arm up to the sky. Look up into your right hand. As you exhale, slide the right arm under the left, over to the left side of the mat, as you slowly lower your right shoulder and the right side of your face down to the mat. Once you've landed and you feel firm in the foundation, there's an option with the left hand. You can take that left hand, bending the elbow, bring the back of the hand into the small of the back. We're taking one more breath here. On an exhale, bring your left hand down underneath the left shoulder. Now inhale, pull the right arm up and reach up to the sky. Open up, and then bring that right hand back down to the mat. Set yourself up for the other side. We're going to start by extending the left leg straight behind us with the toe on the mat. This gives you a chance again to stretch that hamstring, pushing through that left heel. Now again, trying to keep equal weight in both hands, both shoulders. When you're ready, lift up the left leg so that it's parallel to the floor, continuing to push through the left heel, flexing the left toes back towards the shin. Noticing if your hips are staying square or whether you're bailing out, loading up the right side. Try to keep your body strong. Now let's lift up that left leg a little higher now. Nice and high. Bend the left knee, bring that left knee back down onto the ground. Now this time, of course, we're going to take and pivot on the right knee, taking the right foot out to the right edge. Extend the left leg straight back. And now stacking left hip on top of right. We're going to lift and raise the left hand, stacking left shoulder above right shoulder. Continue to push. Continue to open up the hips. Reaching high, firm foundation low. Last breath here, guys. And release, bringing everything back down. Everything back down. Now curl your toes under, and you're going to walk your hands back towards your knees, coming to stand on your heels. Coming to stand on your heels. So knees on the ground, sitting back on your heels. Now lift your shoulders up and sit up on your hips. Again, you may want to tuck that little baby toe under. Sometimes it doesn't want to join the party. Let's take our arms out. We're going to take our right arm under our left arm and twist tie those arms. Lift the elbows up a little bit higher. Try to lift the right arm up, but yet pull the left arm down. Take your fist towards the top of your mat. Let's release our arms, reach up, stretch it out. And now on the left side, take your left arm under your right arm. Twist tie those arms together or simply reach for opposite shoulders. Inhale, lift up the elbows high. Exhale, push the hands towards the front of your mat. Left arm is pulling up, right arm is pushing down. And go ahead, release your arms. Reach up, hands down to your heart. Hands to the mat. Walk your knees back a couple of inches, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take your dog out for a little bit of a walk once you get up there. Bending one knee, straightening the other leg, shifting from side to side. Maybe shaking your head here, yes or no. Taking a quick peek to the hands, ensuring the fingers are spread wide. We're pushing powerfully down through the thumb and the index finger. Find a soft bend in the knees. Tip your tailbone up towards the sky. Drop your head completely between your shoulders. See if you can lift your hips a little higher. And push your heels a little lower, not carried if they don't touch the mat or not. Inhale, look up towards your hands, bend your knees, take little wee steps, and we're going to travel up to the top of our mat in a forward fold. Bend your knees generously. Let your belly rest right on your thighs here. Gently shake your head yes or no. Grabbing opposite elbows with the hands. Gently just rock from side to side. Fingertips come back onto the mat. We're going to walk with our fingertips over to the outside of our left foot. Grab a hold of the left ankle with your right hand. And on an inhale, reach your left arm up. Feel free to keep your knees bent. Drop your right shoulder down, reach your left arm up. And then exhale, bring that left hand back down. Let's go to the other side. We're going to walk our hands to the outside of the right foot, grabbing a hold of that ankle with the left hand. Using our inhale now, sweeping the right arm up to the sky. Can you lift your hips a little higher? Can you flatten your back? Is there any way you can tuck that left shoulder under a little bit deeper? And exhale, let's release that right hand all the way down to the mat. Coming to stand, keep your knees again generously bent, and then use a couple of breaths here to slowly bring yourself up into standing position, Tadasana mountain pose. Have your feet about hip-width apart or your toes and heels touching. Lift your toes up and feel the rootedness of your feet into the earth. Roll your shoulders back. Activating the legs, feel as though the knees are lifting up towards the thighs. Pull the belly back to the spine. Tuck the tailbone down. Feel an opening through the chest as the collarbones open. Pull the shoulder blades together and let the shoulders slide down the back body. Lift the chin up, lengthen through the neck, lengthen through the crown of the head. Our mountain pose, again, a new beginning. A soft bend in the knees. Inhale, sweep your arms up as we move through some sun salutation. And on your exhale, rain those fingertips all the way down to the floor. Find a halfway lift, hands on shins, hands on thighs, or fingers stay on the floor. You just choose what's best for you. And exhale, forward fold. Rising back up to the sky, breathe in as you rise up to your greatness, reaching up, looking up, stretching up. And on the exhale again, forward fold, coming back down to the earth. Find your halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Place both hands on the mat and step back to a high push-up position, high plank. Now, this is the first time in our plank position. Know that you can come down to your knees at any time. Try to have the heels above the toes. Fingers are spread wide. It's though we're levitating with our midsection of the body. Thighs are active. Crown of the head thrusting forward, chin away from chest. Everyone lower down to the knees, uncurl their toes. With your elbows pointing behind you and brushing along your body, come down in a long line so your belly, your chest, your nose all touch at the same time. Push the tops of your feet down. On an inhale, lift your head and shoulders up. Just a baby cobra. And exhale, bring your nose back down. We're going to do two more, guys. Inhale, just your head and shoulders lift. No weight in your hands. And exhale, bring your nose back down. Last one, inhale, lift your head and shoulders up. And exhale, bring it all back down. Inhale yourself to your hands and knees, curl your toes under and lift your hips to downward facing dog. Everyone take a big breath in through your nose. Breathe in deeply. Open your mouth, let me hear you sigh. Inhale. Exhale, sigh. Breathe in, look up to your hands. Exhale, bend your knees. Step, hop, or float your feet up in between your hands. Inhale, this is your half lift. Lengthen the spine. Pull the shoulders back. Pull your belly in. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep your arms forward and up as you rise up, look up and stretch up. Bring your palms together. Exhale, bring them down to your heart. Let your thumbs touch the center of your chest. Shoulders back. Bow your head slightly. Bring a soft bend into the knees. Release your hands. Inhale, sweep them up to the sky. Swan diving, exhale, leading with your heart, forward fold, down to the earth. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Hands on the mat, bend your knees, step the right foot back. Just the right foot back. Drop the right knee down. On an inhale, sweep your arms forward and up in the low lunge. Shoulders are soft. Belly is in, heart is lifting. Eyes may be looking up. Relax your shoulders. Take one more breath. Bring your arms behind you. Sweep them forward. Bring them onto the ground, framing your front foot. Lift your right knee. Keeping the right hand rooted down, twisting to the left. Inhale. An easy twist. Left arm comes up. Exhale. Left arm comes down. Drop your right knee. Straightening the left leg, hamstring. We're going to stretch that hamstring on the left side by bringing our hips back towards the right heel. Breathing in, breathing out, long spine, melting the belly down towards that left leg. Let's rock back, step forward, hands on the mat, left foot or right foot steps up to meet left. Hands on shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend your knees. Step the left foot back. Wiggle the toes further back. Drop the left knee down. Arms sweep forward and up. Inhale. And exhale. Here we are in our low lunge. Tailbones tucked under. Hips are pushing forward. Heart is lifting up. Reaching back with the thumbs. Soft shoulders, soft face. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more breath here. Exhale, hands to heart. Frame your foot. Lift that left knee up. Keep the left hand rooted. Twisting to your right. Inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, bring that right hand down. Drop your left knee. You're going to straighten the right leg. Send your hips back towards that left heel. Keep your hips high. Beautiful. Breathing in, breathing out. Rock back, let's come forward. Step the left foot up to meet the right. Forward fold at your top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive your arms as you rise up again. Palms come together. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a breath in and a breath out. Staying for another breath. Bring your big toes together, your heels slightly apart as we set up for chair pose. Soft bend in the knees. Inhale, reach your arms up. Now squeezing those legs together, beginning to drop your hips down towards the earth. Finding our chair pose, Utkatasana. The weight of the body comes into the heels. Shoulders are soft. This is where the mind gets going a little bit, and we challenge ourselves with, how much can I do here? It immediately wants to release from the pose. We're going to take this into a twist. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Twisting to your right, left elbow will come across your body to the outside of the left knee or thigh. The option here as a modification is left arm across the thigh, right hand to back body. The tendency is the left knee pops out in front of you, giving you this illusion that you're getting this super duper twist. Well, you're really cheating yourself of the twist the body is craving for. Come on back to center. Good work. Inhale, rise up, plug your hands into the sky. Interlace the fingers, release your pointer fingers, look straight ahead, drop your shoulders down, breathe in for length, and then start lifting your chest up towards the sky. As you take your hands back a little bit, giving yourself a little bit of a back bend here. And then releasing out of the back bend, bring your gaze forward, bring your hands forward, and then bring them down to your heart. Take a breath in through the nose. Open your mouth and sigh. Let's try the other side. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, we find our chair. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, the spine lengthens. And exhale, we turn to our left, taking the right elbow across the body. So really focus on keeping those hips lower than the shoulders, watching that right knee that wants to sneak out in front of you, giving you, again, the illusion of twist, keeping the weight in the body. The inhalation is to lengthen your spine. It's the exhalation that we twist. Take one more breath, guys. You're doing it great. And then come on back to center and release your hands to the mat. Step back, plank position. And lower your belly all the way down to the mat. Hands under the shoulders, tops of the feet on the earth, just a baby cobra. Inhale. Exhale, nose back to the mat. One more, inhale. And exhale, nose to the mat. Now bring your left cheek onto the mat as you look to the right. Let your arms come alongside body with palms facing up. Let your big toes touch. Rest for a moment in Avasana, relaxation on the belly. Checking in, feeling the movement of your breath, noticing the quality of your thoughts and the feelings in the body. Let's breathe in, bring your chin back on the floor. And as you exhale, turning the other way, right cheek on the earth as we listen with the right ear, as we look left. Just relaxing, just melting down, just taking it easy. Come back to center. Nose on the mat. Turn your palms to face down. On an inhale, lift your head and shoulders up. On the exhale, arms lift up and legs lift up. Option to take your hands and interlace them behind the back. Lifting the hands higher will lift your shoulders higher. See if you can lift just your right foot an inch, and then lift your left foot an inch to match it. Lift your head and shoulders higher, lift your hands, that's it. Now lift the left foot an inch, then the right foot an inch, and lower it all back to the ground. Hands under your shoulders. Inhale to hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in, breathing out, filling up, and letting it all go. Big deep breath in. Open your mouth and sigh. Ah. Bring your feet together. On an inhale, lift your right leg up. Now bend the right knee and lift and stack right hip on top of left. Take a peek under your right arm. As you breathe in, can you lift the knee a little higher? And when you breathe out, can you squeeze the foot towards your butt a little bit more? Straighten the leg. Square your hips by turning the right toe down. Come forward to a high plank and pull the knee up into your chest. Look ahead, place the foot between your hands. Stay high up on your back toes, scissoring your thighs together. Arms reach forward and up as we come up into our high lunge. Palms are going to face one another, fingers spread wide, thumbs reaching towards the back of your mat. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. Lift your heart up, pull your belly in. Bring your hands down to your heart. Tip your body forward, create a long line. Inhale. Twisting to your right, left elbow comes across. Now again, you can drop down the left knee if you need to in this pose. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Breathe out and twist. Inhale for length. Exhale to twist. Now come on back to heart center. Inhale, reach your arms up. Arms up, guys. You're going to do this. You got it. You got it. All right. Warrior 2. Right hand forward. Left hand back. Drop your left heel to the ground. Bend your right knee and bring your right knee over top of your right ankle. That left foot is pointing to 9 o'clock. Your right toes are to 12 o'clock. Deep bend in the right knee. Turn your right palm now so it's facing up. And inhale, paint the sky with your right hand as you take it over your head, reaching for the back of the wall, left hand sliding down to the body. And now let's inhale. Bring that right hand forward. You're going to place the right elbow on the right side and take the left arm over your head as we move into extended side angle. Now just imagine a long line from your left heel to your left fingertips. You're turning your chest so your heart is facing up to the sky. One more breath, guys. Use your inhale to straighten your right leg. Again, a modification in our Peaceful Warrior. Straight right leg, straight left leg. Left hand on left leg. Right arm reaching straight up. You're going to keep that right leg straight as we move into triangle pose. Bring your arms down parallel to the floor. Inhale, send your left hip back, reach forward, and now take your right hand along the right leg and reach your left arm to the sky, both legs straight. What can you imagine tucking, again, the right hip underneath the body, being able to open and turn your chest up towards the sky. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Look down to your right foot, bend your right knee, bring both hands to the inside of the foot. Now keeping both knees bent, we're going to walk to the left side of our mat, setting up for a wide-legged forward fold. Drop your head down. Walk your hands under your body so your fingernails are in line with your toenails. And you're looking between your legs. You're trying to lift your hips. You're trying to straighten your legs. And you're trying to get your head down to the floor. By pushing down with the hands, will allow you to lift the hips, keep a soft bend in the knees, and see if you can drop your head down just a little bit more. Walk your hands out from underneath you. We're going to move into a high lunge at the back of our mat. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Come up onto your right toe. When you're ready, scissoring your thighs together, inhale your arms forward and up into a high lunge. You didn't hit your head, did you? Pull that left hip back, bring the right hip forward. Have a soft bend in that right knee. Tuck your tail down. Moving into our twist, bring your hands down to your heart. As you inhale, tip your body forward. Pull that left hip back. Now take your right elbow to the outside of the left knee or thigh. That left elbow is pointing up. You're pushing left hand into right hand. Scissoring those thighs together will create the foundation you need for this very difficult and challenging pose. Come on back to center. You did amazing. Inhale, reach your arms up. And then on the exhale, transition warrior 2. Right hand reaches towards the top of your mat. And left hand is reaching towards the back of the mat. Now bend into that left knee. Maybe you're looking away from the screen at this moment, but we'll just be doing what we did on the other side. Starting with our Peaceful Warrior. So turn again the left palm up, the right hand rests on your back leg. Use your inhale, reach towards the back, and then as you exhale, bring that left arm up and over your head. Really breathe along left side body, opening up through the intercostal muscles. The right hand is just resting on the leg. It's just guiding your right hip. Engage your core. Inhale, come back to warrior 2. Moving into side angle. Left elbow comes down onto the left thigh. Right arm reaches over the head. And again, there's many options in these poses. If you know another one that you want to move through, go right ahead. A couple of those would be left fingers to the floor. Another would be both arms reaching up. Is available for you. There's a bind option in this one with the right hand coming behind the back and lunge and binding under the left hip. So come on back up, everyone. Release the pose. You're going to come back up, lunge a little deeper, and now hands to hips. Let's straighten that left leg, and we're going to again turn our toes to face the right. Elbows are going to point behind you. Pull the belly in and lift up your heart. And then an exhale, forward fold with a long, flat back. Come all the way back down. Bring your hands down to the mat. Now take your hands now and grab your ankles. Grab a hold of your ankles. You can use the strength of your arms now to help you in bringing the head closer to the mat. Again, the eyes are looking underneath you. You're not looking down. Look underneath you. Get the crown of your head to point to the earth. Tip your tailbone up. Pull your belly back to the spine and up towards the heart as you do this beautiful, lovely forward fold right here. Release whatever it is you're holding on to. We're going to heel toe our feet a little bit together and then bring our hands up to our hips. With a flat back, soft bend in the knees, come up halfway, inhale, and on your exhale, come the rest of the way up. Go ahead, take a step back to the back of the mat, facing the front. Roll the shoulders up and back. Finding Tadasana, just checking in, grabbing a drink of water if you need one. Looking at a couple of balancing poses here. So starting off with toppling tree, let's just bring our hands up and over our heads. Soft bend in the knees. Take a step forward with your right foot. Inhale, reach up, drop your shoulders down, and then hinging onto that on the right hip there, we're lifting the left leg up, hinging our body towards the earth. Option here to release your hands. Release your arms. Reach now towards the back of your mat. Point your left toe towards the ground. And try to shape your body like a big capital letter T. Keep your hips square if you can. Now bring the hands to your heart. And then bring your hands straight down from the shoulders down to the mat. So you've got a little triangle here. Now we're going to try a half moon pose tonight. So I'll have you bring your right hand to be about a foot in front of the baby toe of the right foot. Take your left hand and bring it to your left hip. As though you were lifting and stacking left hip on top of right, turn the toes of the left foot so they're pointing towards the left side of the mat. Option now to take that left hand from the hip and reach straight up, stacking left shoulder on top of right. So we practiced this one in our warm-ups right at the beginning of the class. Option to look up to your hand. Option here to, just like when we were on the floor, we could bend the left knee and reach back and grab a hold of the left foot. And if you really want to get fancy, you can start bouncing on your right foot. I'm just kidding. It's not really a pose, no. All right, one more breath. Carefully, slowly, bring your right foot down. Hands and feet on the ground. Hands to shins, find a halfway lift. Hands to hips, soft bend in the knees, and come all the way up. Let's reach our left arm up, bend the right knee, reach back with the right hand, and take a hold of the right foot. Preferably the right hand is holding the big toe side of that right foot. Knees and thighs are together. Use your inhale to lengthen, and as you exhale, kick the right foot into the right hand, slide the right knee straight back. Stay still as you inhale. Work on the exhale, kick. One more time, breathe in, And exhale, kick hard for 3, 2, and 1, and done. Release. Tadasana. Feel. Be aware. Notice. And breathe. Let's take a step to the back of the mat, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, reach your arms up over your head. Soft shoulders. Take a step forward with the other foot. That would be your left foot. Right toes on the mat. Take a breath in to begin. On the exhale, start hinging. Start hinging the torso towards the floor. Start lifting the right leg up. Take your arms, reach behind you if you wish. Point your right toes straight down. Square your hips to the ground. Looking about 3 or 4 feet in front of you. Now bring your hands to your heart. And then release the arms straight down from the shoulders so the left hand is to the outside of the left foot, right hand on the mat. Now take your right hand to your right hip. Turn the right toes to face the right side of your mat as you stack the right hip on top of the left. You can just stay right here. You're doing amazing right here. Now, if you want to go further, reach your right arm up, but you don't have to. And if you feel like challenging your balance here, look up towards your right hand, but you don't have to. And if you want to, again, you can bend the right knee and maybe reach back with that right hand. Maybe you couldn't on the other side. Try this side. Our body is so different on each side. And grab a hold of that hand. And then carefully release it down, everything down. So you're just in a forward fold, hands and feet on the mat. Once again, halfway lift, hands on the shins, come up and lengthen the spine. And exhale, fold. We'll place our hands on our hips. Keep the knees softly bent. Breathe in, come up just halfway. And breathe out and come the rest of the way up. Let's take our dancer on the other side. So, right arm up. Left knee bend. We bring our left foot up. Reach the left hand behind you and grab a hold of that foot. Again, preferred grabbing it from the inner side of the foot, the big toe side. Once you find the positioning with your hands, bring your knees together, your thighs together. Relax your shoulders. Take an inhale for length. And then as you exhale, kick that foot into the hand like the left knee is on a train track. Slide it straight back. Stay still as you breathe in. This is the energy coming in. And then kick the foot as you breathe out. Send those left toes up towards the sky. Try to avoid leaning forward in this variation of the pose. Last breath here, guys. Wonderful pose. Slowly release, bring it all back down. Tadasana for just a moment. Roll your shoulders. Relax. Find a strong mountain. Take a breath. We're going to make our way down onto the floor, lying on our backs. So bring yourself down. Come to lie on your backs, grabbing a drink perhaps on the way. Bring your feet together. Bring the right knee up towards your chest for wind-relieving pose. Take a hold of the shin a couple of inches below the kneecap. Push through the left heel. Flex the left toes towards your face. Breathe in. Left side is strong. Breathe out and squeeze and pull the right knee up towards the right shoulder. Creating a massage, creating compression, right side body. Just another breath. Moving into thread the needle, bring your left foot onto the floor, cross your right ankle over the left thigh. Use your right hand to feed between the legs so you can grab a hold of the left shin or the left thigh. Try to square your hips to the ground. As you inhale, try to push your right hip down and away. As you exhale, squeeze and pull that left knee up towards your left shoulder. All the sensation in this pose should be found in the right hip. Just pull it, it's fine. Go ahead, release the pose. Both hands on the mat, both feet on the mat. Bring your left knee up into your chest. Let the right leg go long. Flex the toes of the right foot as you breathe in, and then exhale, pull the left knee up towards the left shoulder. The left toes are relaxed. Left leg is relaxed. It's the right side that we want to keep strong, but we want to be able to create compression left side body. Setting up for thread the needle, bend your right knee, place the right foot on the ground, cross your left ankle over that, reach your left hand between your legs, grab a hold of the right thigh, right shin. Now make sure that right knee that you're pulling it to the outside of the right shoulder. Again, we're looking for the preformis in the left hip, in the left buttocks. That's where the stretching is happening. Release the pose. Both feet on the floor. Both feet on the floor. Draw your knees up into your chest. Tip your tailbone down. Flatten your spine. Breathe in with a big belly breath and push your belly towards your thighs, your belly towards your thighs, and then exhale. Squeeze those thighs down against your belly. One more big breath in. And a big breath out. Release your legs. Let your feet land on the floor. Take your arms out into a T shape. Palms facing down. Lift your hips just an inch or so you can slide your hips over to the right edge and lower your hips there. Now lift your hips up. Lift your hips up. Push your hips down, Lift your legs up. Bring your knees up above your hips, and then just let them float down to the left side of your body. Take your left hand, place them on the knees, and then turn your head to look to the right, so your right ear is aching to touch the floor on the right side. Breathe in. Where is the breath traveling in your body? And when you breathe out, where are the sensations of breath being felt? Every breath, a new beginning. Every exhalation, the new ending. Simply noticing and experiencing this beautiful twist. Slowly turn your head to look up to the sky. Use your inhale, let the legs float back up. Place your feet on the ground, setting up for the other side. We'll push into the feet, lift the hips, slide them way over to the left, and then bring the knees up above the hips, and then float them down to the right side. Maybe your right hand wants to rest on the knees, that's an option. And then turn your head, turning to the left if that's available to you. Once again, noticing the difference side to side in the body, but really connecting again to the breath, letting every breath, every cycle of breath, represent a new beginning in the pose. Lengthening on the inhale and finding a deeper expression of the twist on the exhale. Coming out of the side, take your head, look up first. Then use your inhale, release the legs, and let them float up. Draw both knees up into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Spread your knees wide. Reach between your legs and grab the inside soles of your feet for happy baby. Bend your knees deeply, bringing the knees to the sides of the body. Kick your feet towards the sky as you use the strength of your arms to simply pull down. Maybe there's a little bit of a rocking sensation, challenging your balance just a little bit. And then whenever you're ready, moving into our final pose, the final Shavasana of the practice, just release your legs. Let them go long on the mat. Find the corners of the mat with your heels. Legs are spread wide, and just let your toes flop open. Lift your hips just a centimeter and tuck your tail underneath you. Pushing into the elbows in the back of the head, you can lift your upper torso just enough so the shoulder blades slide underneath your heart. Arms now, straight arms away from the body. Turn the palms to face up. Lengthening them through the neck. Just tip your chin down just a little wee bit, and feel that little extra length in the chin. We'll take a deep breath in through our nose. A long exhale through the mouth. And just land here in our final Shavasana. Just letting the weight of our body melt down into the mat, into the earth beneath us. You all guys did amazing. Give yourself these next couple of moments to simply allow the benefits of this practice to show up for you. Gradually and gently begin to deepen the breath as we prepare to wake the body. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Make some circles with the wrists and the ankles. When the body is ready, draw your legs together. Take an inhale, bring your arms over your head, and give yourself a wake-up stretch. Gather the knees up into your chest, and again, give yourself a hug of gratitude to thank the body for all the hard work it's done. Metaphorically, to also thank the self, thanking yourself for taking the time. I mean, the hardest part of yoga is simply getting on the mat. It's getting here. That's the hard part, and you guys have more than done that tonight. Let your feet land on the floor. Take your right arm over your head. We're going to roll over onto our right side, snuggling the knees up towards the heart. And we'll find ourselves in a sitting position. Your left hand comes onto the mat, and we'll just simply push ourselves up. Finding again that easy seat at the top of the mat or wherever. Invite you to bring your hands together in front of the heart, Anjali Mudra. Go ahead, just bow your head. Again, this class and what you have done here is worthy. You've met the challenge. You've taken a break from the craziness of the world, and you've done good work. There's over 50 of us practicing together this evening, we're here to support ourselves and, equally important, to support one another. We've moved together, we've breathed together for this last hour. Thank you for this connection. Thank you for showing up on your mat. Please take the benefits of this practice into your home, to your family, and share this with them. The light in my heart bows and honors that same light in yours. Bowing the head. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed the class. I do have a channel on YouTube if you need to dig a couple extra classes between our weekly classes that we're doing here. So you can find me on YouTube if you just search for my channel as Dan's Yoga. So it's capital D-A-N apostrophe S Yoga. So if you go to YouTube video or youtube.com and then just type in the search Dan apostrophe S Yoga, you'll find it. I put a new one on last week. There's about 8 there now. I've got a recording of this one that will go up there shortly as well. Thanks so much again. Enjoy. Take care. Bye-bye. You're welcome. Thank you so much for coming. A pleasure having you guys. I'm glad. Thank you. Namaste. I'm glad you enjoyed the class. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Robin and Ashley. I'm looking at all these names. It's wonderful. Thank you. My pleasure. Thank you so much for doing this, for being here. It's great. Oof. Take care. My pleasure. Thank you.